What's up, YouTubers? My only real hang up on the Microtech MSI, I loved it as a user knife, but my only real hang up was I suffered the same thing that Daniel at the pointy end suffered, and it's basically it fails the spine whack test. I'll do it again for those that, I don't know, might blast it through it. But I don't even have to hit it that hard. It comes loose, and I know exactly why. I've watched so many videos since. If you take a look at this distance here, just this little lock slide here just doesn't cover the tang enough, and you can't do it when you're doing it with static pressure. You cannot do it. I've tried it, trust me, with gloves and everything, and you can't actually do it. But when it receives a little bit of shock, what it does is that shock just basically vibrates through here and causes the lock fail on there. Not a huge deal. I have talked to several other people since, and I've also noticed their videos that slide, that lock slide, crossbar if you will, goes just about maybe a millimeter forward. So we're going to fix that today. In addition to, I haven't even opened this up. This is going to be Original Goat aluminum scales in the gunstock pattern. I was last on their list because they forgot about me. I had asked a question, they simply forgot to do it, but they got it to me, as they always do, a little bit late. Not a big deal. They always have great fit and finish. So I'm going to go ahead and do basically not only the fix to that, I don't know if that's titanium or steel. Let's find out. That is actually steel. So I'm going to be fixing that with just a little bit of grind down. I don't know if I'm going to have to use a Dremel or just be able to do it by hand with ceramic. But I'm going to grind this in such a way that it will go a little bit further forward on the tang of this blade, and we'll solve that problem so I won't fail the spine whack test. And I'm also going to be installing these. So I'll do the best editing that I can, but make it informative and pause along the way and talk about if there's any challenges on swapping to these Original Goat scales. That's where we're at. So here are the aluminum scales. This is the gunstock pattern from Original Goat. Just a quick look-see before they go on. Pretty gorgeous. All right, we got a T20 at the pivot here. Torx T20 and then a T8 for all the body screws. Have them ready. I have some blue Loctite, KPL, depending on what it's going to be like. I don't know if it's going to be like a Benchmade bug out, but a Benchmade bug out, I usually have to use this little tool. We're going to have to see what happens when I get inside there. We'll find out. But yeah, let's give it a start. Okay, so this is the culprit of the first problem with this knife, is we'll call it the crossbar lock, right? This is the crossbar in effect, or cross platform. It does not go far enough over to actually keep it from locking, or from coming unlocked when it gets a little small spine whack. And you can even see the wear pattern on this. Let me go ahead and show that. Yeah, that wear pattern shows, and I'm basically just going to drill a little channel kind of following the width of the knife there. Not drill it. I'm just going to go ahead and try to work a little bit of that out. I'll first start with a ceramic rod, a fairly high grade. I'll just use a Spyderco brown and see if that will dig into this steel enough. We'll go from there. Okay, so I can tell you this is definitely hardened steel. This ceramic rod's not going to do anything to actually dig a small channel in there. So I'm going to actually just go out to the garage, do it little by little, work a little just a little bit more angle on that particular thing there. Yeah, I could show that there. But yeah, this is going to do nothing. And I'll keep measuring it, come back. I won't put that on camera. But once I get it back and in a good position, I will return. Okay, so just with a little bit of Dremel, I've gone ahead and knocked that thing down just a slightest bit. Low speed. You don't need to go a whole lot. We're talking like probably fractions of millimeters here. But yeah, we're going to see how this goes. I think it's going to definitely make it a little bit better. So, of course, I forgot to take this little plate out. For some silly reason, I thought that the pocket clip was just gonna you were gonna screw straight into the aluminum, but nope. They have a little hole there. I could maybe squeeze it over. Let me see if I can. I might be able to pop that out and squeeze it in. We'll just have to see here. Yeah. I think it's gonna probably be in pretty tight, and we'll see if it. Oh no, not too bad. Maybe, just maybe, I can slip that in. It'd be like playing a little game, like one of those little kids' games where you try to get the ball to go down through the maze. Oh, you know what? I might have just got it right there. Oh, yeah. Would you look at that? Oh, yeah. We can go ahead and get that pocket clip back on. I started taking it apart, but I said, wait a minute. Perhaps, just perhaps. So I'm going to put that there. Oops. No. I'm going to have to do the semi upside down here. Alright, get those clips in. Oops. Clip screws, I should say. It's actually pretty clever the way they did this. If you take a look at that, they have a little S for that. And it's because there's no room to actually get enough inside, so it has to be able to slide in from there. We'll see if we can navigate this. No. All right. So I think my next option is to probably jam this Q-tip in there. Maybe something even bigger. Probably a Q-tip. Jam something in there to just give me some back pressure. Maybe I'll just use this rag even. Just slip it in there. Just to give enough back pressure. There we go, to hold that up in the air. There we go. So that should work. Oh, oh, Snapple. Yeah. Okay. Get this in there. I'm gonna have to pop that up again. There we go. There we go. All right, close that. Get that sharp blade out of there. Oh, oh man, that is nice. The texturing, super nice. All right, well, let's close up shop here. All right, so how'd we end up here? We ended up here because this knife was fine with G10 scales. I didn't like the fact that it had that it was breaking free from I forget what they call it, the ram lock here. I just ground it down a little bit. Can I get it to break now? I can't. Oops, shouldn't hit on the G10 scales. But I tried it on some wood, and about 1 out of every 10 times, if I hit it at the very end really hard, it now does break free. But the little bit that I did prevents it from basically coming loose. As far as the original goat scales go, as always, gorgeous, beautiful, add texturing. I haven't weighed this, but you know what? I'll go ahead and weigh it, and then I'll go compare it to what it was with the G10. Again, I would, with the original goat now, I would suggest not buying the G10 one unless you want G10 specifically. And I would go with one of the original goats. Get the polymer one, the plastic one. I understand is pretty chintzy. The G10 is actually really solid and good. I liked it with the frag pattern, especially gave good grip. But boy, as far as the grip goes now, whoa, this one is excellent. It looks very beautiful too. So I think, yeah, kind of. This was a knife I was looking to sell, but I'm probably not going to sell it now because I really liked it. Like I said, I just didn't like the problem that I had. The biggest problem I had with it was that it was breaking free from the lock on the spine whack test. So really, you know what? If you want yourself some, get yourself some original goats.